What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're checking out a handgun that I've actually been pretty excited about trying out. This is the STK100 from Rock Island Armory. Before we go any farther, you can see it's unloaded, no mag in the gun, for all you guys that complain about that. For those of you that know what you're looking at, a lot of this looks very familiar. This is a pretty Glock style aluminum frame handgun. As we all know, the patents for Glock stuff has expired and lots of companies are doing their take on it. But this is pretty cool being an aluminum grip. This is also a 1911 grip angle, which I personally am more of a fan of. It does have a bigger beaver tail so you don't get slide bite, and I'm also a fan of that. Depending on which Glock I'm shooting and what backstrap is on it, sometimes I get slide bite. Front sight, we'll take any Glock front sight. Rear sight is milled into the optic plate there, which I'm pretty medium on. I typically, when I run optics, run a backup iron sight, and the way they've done it here makes it so you can't. I personally like to run backup sights when I run a red dot, but a lot of you don't, so maybe this isn't an issue for anyone else, but I personally would have liked to see a Glock rear sight as well behind the optic. This is supposedly cut for a Shield RMS footprint, which will also take some of the SIGs and a few other patterns. I have not tried it out, so I don't know for sure. I can't find it anywhere that says specifically this is cut for this is cut for that. So I don't know if they have different optic cuts or not. Maybe that's a follow-up video, is trying out which optic. I also want to try, because it all looks very familiar, I want to see if some of my Glock triggers will fit, my Glock slides, all that kind of stuff. I do know that tolerances on 1911s are a little different than tolerances on Glocks, so I would expect to see some maybe tolerance, not issues per se, but needing some more break-in than you're typically used to with interchanging Glock slides and stuff like that. There are some lightning cuts to reduce felt recoil. The all aluminum frame will also help reduce felt recoil because of the weight. Serrations in front, serrations on top, so you can press check from the front like lots of people like to do, including myself. I'm gonna go test all these things. It looks like, obviously, it should interchange with lots, if not all, Glock parts. With the exception of pins, these pins all look threaded. But trigger, barrel, springs, slide, that kind of stuff looks like it should interchange with Glock parts. If that's the case, that would be really cool, because from the utilitarian Mike Pappas viewpoint of things, plastic gets brittle. So who knows, in 50, 75, 100 years, if everything's banned and all that's left is guns that are grandfathered in, metal's gonna last and plastic won't. So from that standpoint, that's pretty cool. Chambered in 9mm, takes Glock magazines. I did notice that some of my factory Glock magazines were a little tight tolerance-wise. That's something that probably could be easily fixed with some sandpaper, or it came with KCI mags that worked great. My Magpul mags worked great, so that's not an issue for me. I think at this point, we just need to get to shooting it, because I'm kind of excited. All right, we've got a mag loaded up, 9mm. These are my first rounds through this gun at all. I haven't shot it at all yet. So here we go. I need to slow down a little. I always do that. I get excited and I go too fast and I miss stuff. But these sights are pretty damn close to on, so I'm gonna load up another mag. I'm gonna see if I can run every target that we put out, no misses. I'm gonna slow down a little bit. I'd say that's pretty accurate when I actually take my time to hit stuff. So far so good with this gun. One thing I'm gonna be curious to see is who makes holsters for this, because this is pretty cool. Just gonna mag dump on this big target. I'd say that runs pretty solid. right, Ethan's gonna run it. Yeah, Ethan. Go, Ethan. Yeah, Ethan.
Yeah, now
go,
we can
Ethan.
see how bad of a shot I am.
What are you talking about? You're not a bad shot. You're better than most people I know. That one's honestly the hardest to hit, the little coyote on the ground, because its legs and stuff, there's so many little holes. It's actually a deceivingly small target.
Yeah, that run's pretty sweet.
Yeah. So my first impressions of this are very good. I'm a big fan of this so far. I don't mind the extra weight. I like having the aluminum frame. The texture that is in this, like obviously with aluminum, you're not gonna be able to stipple it or anything like that, but this is a good texture. It's aggressive enough to keep my grip, but not so aggressive that it's painful. I think I'm gonna do a follow-up video on this entirely about what Glock parts end up being compatible with this. We'll try them out, we'll take them to the range. I think that would be pretty interesting to find out, because if that's the case, that makes this already really cool gun so much cooler. I can throw my threaded barrel in it and run a dead air suppressor. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to the channel. Check out the links in the description, because those are all our sponsors, and sponsors help keep this channel going. YouTube obviously is not friendly to gun channels, so hit the Patreon link. Go check out all our sponsor links down there. Subscribe to the channel. Check out our other channel, Power Cult. We're giving away a car on that channel. It's a whole car-based YouTube channel on that one. So we'll see you on the next one.